This show now starts with a joke.
Does it?
Wait, are we live?
Yep.
That's a joke.
And that joke is the Commando.
Please call us at your earliest convenience.
Now, show me what you can do.
Take it away, Mule.
Oh, you want me to talk about the Commando? Well, let me just paint you this beautiful picture right behind me. It's called a potato. That is what the Commando is. It is a big, fat tomato, or excuse me, potato, not tomato. It's a potato, dude. It's horrible.
It does
You
like
just gotta
bounce all
get
over the
good.
place.
Dude, I could get good, but that recoil is like, it's like when you're 2 years old and you're learning how to pee in the toilet.
You don't
dude.
hold
It's like
down
all
the
over
trigger,
the place.
man.
Well,
It's
they knew how shit that gun was because it's an achievement to get a perfect with it. Like,
Yeah, it's horrible.
they knew how bad
wow.
it was.
Are you
It's
holding
horrible.
down the trigger?
Yeah, I'm holding down the trigger, but the recoil
That's
is.
not how you're supposed to shoot that weapon, I don't think.
Yeah, dude.
You gotta
You hold it down,
tap-
baby.
You gotta tap it, you gotta
gotta
tap it.
feather.
tap, 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 tap,
No,
tap.
No, tap,
Learn-
tap,
learn the
tap,
cadence.
no, bro. You gotta go full
Two
speed.
rounds per pull of the trigger. You got to get the cadence down.
If you ain't
Okay.
first, you last.
Okay,
I
yeah.
saw the pros using it, so it can't be that bad. And they
Yeah,
had
but their
BRs
aim's
at
like
the same
godlike.
time.
Yeah.
So
They're
is
using
the
mouse
gun
and
the
keys, though,
potato?
aren't they?
The gun's a potato, bro.
Okay,
I'm telling you.
Fair. Hey, this is episode 25 of the Halo Infinite podcast. That's like I don't know. That's a thing, right? Like
It's a quarter century.
That's how that. Have we been doing this half a year? Have we been doing this 6 months?
Oh yeah, I guess that
Yeah,
is like half.
yeah.
No, because we've had
well, that'd be
No,
next
guess
week.
we missed some
we've had a
weeks
few. We've had a
and-
few like community.
Well,
nights or-
Thanksgiving. By the way, happy late Thanksgiving, guys.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. It's really been that long since we've all talked about this game.
yes.
It's crazy. Well, hey, Crawler, what's going on, dude?
Hey, how's it going, Crawler? Coming at you. It's I know we're getting incremental improvements to the battle system. Like, well, it was a big leap forward. We'll talk about it, but I went up. I got my aviator helmet for my Mark 7, so I'm happy. You know,
There you go.
Nice.
Mule, what's up, baby?
I need a weapon. I'm loving Halo, dude. Like everything about it.
Except Commando.
Except Commando. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, bro.
All right, Johnny, what's up, baby?
I actually am positive today. I have turned around. I think the leveling system is good now.
Turn around.
no, the moving up the battle pass is good now. The leveling system, like, we'll get there.
We're there.
there.
Segway. No, jump into the Discord, link in the bio. Segway.
Well, so what was it? Monday? It was Monday coming back from the holiday
It
week.
was Tuesday because there was one that reset. I
Well,
think.
but Monday night is when I read the tweet, so that's what I'm.
So
going
when
off
he
of.
reads it, it's
When
when
I
it came
read
out.
it, that's when it becomes gospel. You know. Well, they came back from having the week off, which they deserve as working as hard as they have to get the game out. They had last week off with Thanksgiving, and they came back ready to kind of share some information on how they were going to implement it with the Tuesday reset of weekly challenges. And the dailies now have some added weight. What is it, the first 7 matches, right?
you
it seven?
essentially get a tier, like a level, one full level a day.
300, 200, and then 5 500s or 5 100s. Is that what it is? So seven matches.
Yeah. Well,
yes,
it's 6, I think.
Okay, so yeah, so it gets you a full match. It definitely take advantage of the double XP if you have it, and double that
That's
up.
what I've
so
been
you can-
doing.
Yep, so you can get those levels. But I mean, I feel like this is a band-aid fix until they can get like skill-based reward earned XP. I'm still hopeful for. because it feels like you almost have to take advantage of these dailies because it's such a big. I'd almost rather the 300 be on the backside than right at the front. I don't know about you guys.
We still have like 5.5 months
Yeah.
of this season. Like, I'm already level 39. Mule's like 150
60-something.
whatever.
I'm 68, bro.
I saw somebody on Twitter post that they hadn't skipped any
Nice,
levels. They did the
almost.
premium and they were already at 100 today.
Dude, that's a lot of playing if they're already at
Yeah,
100.
that's a lot. That's a long. I think they had
That's a lot of
650
paying.
matches.
No,
Yeah.
they said they didn't skip anything. But paying
I
for
don't
double
know about
XP
that.
maybe.
My lie
That's a
detector's going
lot.
off. That's a lot of
Yeah.
Rockstar.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of rock.
Their heart's going.
No, I went to Target and I was trying to find some Rockstar, the Halo Rockstar, and they were all sold out. Well, they had the sugar-free stuff. I didn't want that garbage.
That's the healthier option.
Yeah, you just answered your own question.
Yeah.
That's what I've been drinking. And
I bought 7. I have 2
I've-
more left to get the full.
I think I've
suite
had
or
over
whatever.
30 double XP tokens. So
Plus, you get skins. You get skins too.
Yeah, it's a AR skin. It's a warthog skin, and then I think the last thing I have to unlock is like a nameplate. I think with the gravity hammer, right?
yeah, I'm just buying them now and dumping them out because I'm like, I can't handle any more B vitamin. Like,
And if you jump in the Discord,
We've been giving them away. Yeah.
yeah, we've been giving them away.
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. So I mean, we're talking about this battle pass, right? Like, I don't know. I don't want to start like on anything that's a downer. Like, I think
I don't
the first
think it's
thing
that bad anymore.
All right, let's talk
It
about.
initially was.
Well, there's positives and negatives. Let's talk about last week's Fiesta first, then,
Oh,
before we
yeah.
get to the battle pass. Because there's positives. I think Fiesta was fun. I think it has its shortcomings. We'll get to that. But like, how much of Fiesta did you guys play?
A lot.
all of it.
Yeah, I had to do that. I had to do. I had to do the.
We all got our
5
7
killing
levels, right?
sprees in Fiesta. The worst challenge that anybody could ever think of.
You just gotta be
You couldn't
patient
swap it out.
and hope for a good dice roll.
Who didn't I? No, I helped out. I think I helped out. Was that you, Crawler, that I helped get that one?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I think I helped out Hate with that. And he's like, okay, I got rockets. I'm like, all right, I'm watching your back. He's like, I got 3 kills. I said, cool, get on the back of the hog. And then at that point, we got his last 2 kills and he was good to go. Like, I love driving. Like getting back in the driver's seat of that. I wish the vehicles weren't quite so floaty.
They're a little
I
floaty.
feel like
Yeah,
They're
just a
floaty.
little
Yep.
floaty. They don't have the
Yep.
weight that the old ones. Like, I feel like you can roll super easy, and I wish
Well,
that wasn't quite the case.
especially driving on launch pad or whatever it's called. You go around that U-turn, and there's some ramps and some step, and then there's like those step ups to get to the power weapon. If you don't slow down, you can't go hauling ass through that. You'll just roll it up onto the platforms because
Right.
it doesn't have weight to it. It is kind of weird.
But we had some great. I think was it last night where I was driving you around and we were just
Yeah, and I was on the again. I got like 3 or 4 kills off the back there.
Yeah, we were just
It was just
mowing them
vehicle
over.
domination.
Like,
Yeah.
it was awesome. So that's the thing. That very thing is like Halo's back. Like that is one of the key things that was missing in Halo 5. And the fact that we have vehicles in 4v4 matches, like it's like I'm home again.
It's been a ton of fun, man. Like there's not a lot of times that it hasn't felt fun. Like even when you get your butt kicked, like it still feels fun, man. Like everything about it.
Not as much fun.
Not as much fun, but still like the movement in this game is insane. And like we've been playing with some old bros that we know, Josh, like way back when with Troy and the guys from the old Amosys days. And we were talking in the like the party chat and Discord, and I think we all kind of agreed it feels like an upgraded like Halo 3. It just feels so freaking good, dude.
I was playing with my son tonight.
Halo.
I was playing with my son and he's like, this is faster Halo 3 and I love it. And he's like, it's so much fun playing with him because it's just like we're both just doing call outs for days. Like he's running circles around everybody, right? Because I mean, the kid's borderline pro at this point with when it comes to shooters with as much time as he's put into Fortnite. And so like he will just go off. But it yeah, it's like when he was, like 10 years old, basically, like when we were playing back then. And it makes it a lot of fun.
Well, so Mule mentioned movement, and speaking of movement, I don't know if you guys have seen this on Twitter, and I think he has YouTube videos and stuff. But Alexander Hope, he's on Twitter. He's the Shyway. He's been posting. He's a commentator for I think the Halo Championship Series, and is posting some really cool, unique crouch jump, and I think some of them are a little more skill based, and you really got to learn what you're doing. But some of these, I think I haven't had a chance to go in and like really work on them. But there's some cool little like invisible ledges and like breaker boxes that you can step on to initiate a mantle and or just a regular unactioned jump up to the next level that you can sit in a corner that people aren't going to expect you. And he's got stuff for live fire and the hydro power plant one, and there's I saw one in Bazaar today that he jumps on, like it's not even much of a jump, it's kind of just walking into the fruit stand and then a jump up to like the cracked big open door and then jump up to the walkway looking over the bazaar. Like there's some crazy movement that he's found and been displaying on Twitter and YouTube.
Yeah, and you throw that in with the grapple, which I think more and more of us are using the equipment that much more. That was the one thing with Fiesta, gave us the taste of all the weapons. It felt like there was always like equipment, right? So it was like, yo, I need to use, like, I feel like they implemented it very well to the point that it was like, hey guys, these things are in the game. Yeah, you don't always have them, but make sure you use them when you have them. And I see people way more using the grapple now, using the repulsor, like even the
grapple sword was like a big
Dude,
way to get those killing sprees.
Grapple
huge.
hammer too, man.
That grapple
is
hammer,
ridiculous.
yeah. There's just it was good timing on that. There were games that were frustrating, don't get me wrong, where it was like, why am I spawning with a plasma pistol and
a plasma rifle?
The plasma pulse.
Yeah, and you're just like, well, okay, they got rockets. So
yeah, they have rockets and a hammer.
Cool. Yeah. But I mean, the other time, so it just went back and forth, and it was, I don't know, I enjoyed it. I thought it was.
It's no longer there. Good. I mean, it was a limited time mode.
It was.
I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Yeah, it's going to be back in 4 weeks or whatever, when we got to get another seven levels in the.
All right, that is frustrating. Yeah. Where they had this special event, the Tenrai event, the Samurai event, where they said, 30 additional levels or 30 additional free content, and you could only get to level 7.
Yeah, but it's coming back.
It is, but
you have to come back
spaced out.
It's coming back like a
January,
month later.
something.
It's coming back in January, and it's coming back in February, which it must be coming back again because like
there were multiple.
It's only
days,
7 levels.
There were multiple days or weeks listed. It's at least 5 weeks listed.
And I feel like they advertise the samurai armor so much with the like the cool looking mask, and you can't even get that in the event.
Yeah, and that's where some people are starting to sour on this free to play model of how expensive stuff is, how little you're getting with said grouping of purchase. Like it, I don't like that weapon skins are per the weapon. It's not just like, because I feel like Microsoft has done something before where, because Gears, I think if you bought a weapon skin, it was for all the guns, just like Fortnite. If you buy a weapon skin, it's for all the guns if you want it. This whole thing that it's the same weapon skins, but they're only limited to specific things, like the monster thing. Like the weapon skin is only good for the AR. I have the Nerf gun coming for Christmas for my son that I'll be able to. I'm gonna open the box and have the Nerf gun skin, but that's only for the AR again. So it's like
I think you could get a Bulldog one. So there you go.
Yeah.
Spend more money.
More money.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority here, but none of that stuff matters to me. I haven't even cared about it. Like, all I've been doing is playing because the gameplay is so much fun. Like, I haven't even cared to look at like my challenges or anything. I'm just going in there and just like blowing the crap out of people and having a lot of fun. Like, ranked has actually been pretty fun. Like,
Ranked is a lot of fun.
The solo duo. Now, the only thing I'll say about ranked that I didn't like is that I don't like the objective game modes in ranked because you have too many people that don't know how to play the objectives. I'm talking to you guys that don't pick up the freaking skull. Pick it up, man.
I don't know. I was watching the HES and they drop the ball. They don't really. They want to make sure they have advantage first. Maybe that's what your teammates are doing.
No, these guys are like literally running to get kills. They weren't even trying to get advantage. Like, they were running away from the ball to try to get kills, not even guarding it. And I was just like, okay, I'll hold it for 20 minutes.
It doesn't help that your KDA is what really impacts your your rank.
Yeah.
And so if you're holding the ball and not getting kills, but your team is winning, it's not going to.
Then you suffer. Yeah. You suffer because you either don't go up a little bit or you lose and you go down a lot.
Yeah. But I did get to about halfway between Diamond 3, so on solo duo. So it's been pretty fun, man.
My solo duo rank did not go well. I got up to like game 6, and like the last 3 or 4 games, I had people quit. I had one time where all 3 of my teammates quit. I was by myself.
Wow.
Dang. Does that count against you?
Who knows what that does with placement?
I think
who knows what it does.
Well, I was plat.
I don't think it's supposed to hurt you.
Plat 2 with that?
Yeah, because there's no way you're gonna have a positive KD.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I lost 4 out of the 10 of my placements when I did that solo duo, and 3 of the 4 losses were CTF, because solo CTF is rough sometimes to try to communicate. Yeah. And I feel like all 3 times it was on, what's the indoor one?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The very symmetrical one. But
one that has all the plants.
Are there plants?
Which plant?
Oh, down below. Yeah.
Like the streets?
No, it's not the streets.
The like the inside sterile, like,
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Space station looking one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was rough. But like since then, I think I placed, after my placement, I placed at like plat 3, and then I'm up to plat 6 right now. So I'm knocking on the door for diamond. Nice. But it's definitely a grind. I mean, to go in there solo, and you gotta have, it's luck of the draw on some of those teammates that you get.
Hey, I placed gold 5, and I want to say, I don't think I belong there because like, these people are idiots. I don't know. Like, I've played against these gold players. I'm like, what the heck? So I don't know anybody that has gotten under gold. I know there's a silver and a bronze.
I think there's a silver. I think there was a silver in our Discord somewhere. But
they got
I mean,
kicked though.
Oh, they did. Yeah,
for being silver.
Oh my god,
gold or higher.
I was like, wow,
we got API implemented in the Discord. It reads your.
Sorry, guys. If you're not above Josh, then you're out.
No, above Johnny.
Yeah, there you go.
Otherwise, Johnny.
I got the plat. I got the plat in solo now, but I don't understand the scoring. Like, you could have a decent game, win, and then go up like a tiny sliver, or maybe not even at all.
Yeah.
It's
And
a hidden elo until you get to Onyx, and then your elo is posted right there in front of you.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
I like it
bizarre.
because it means like people can't carry you to Onyx,
Well,
right?
yeah, I mean, I will say, like, we were playing with some bros in the Discord, like Teddy, myself. Like, I've known Savage Teddy for a really long time, and we have played like Apex and stuff like that together. But we had some bros in the Discord jump in together, and we were literally making teams quit when we were playing ranked because the fact that
there's
you have a
communication.
good team, you can like rank up pretty fast, man. Because we were just running through people. Like we had a couple of games that were pretty tough, and I think like maybe one or two that we lost, but the rest we were just like running through people, man. It was so fun. It was just like, wow, that guy's dead. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. You know, and it just the call outs, like you were saying, Josh, it's like old school. Like everyone's right over here pinging this, you know. So it felt a lot of fun. Like I really do like the rank system right now. The only complaint I have is just the objectives. If you're doing solo duo, that's rough.
Yeah, we need Team
I'm-
Slayer. There needs to be a Team
Yeah.
Slayer playlist.
And I want SWAT in this game too. Like that's a good headshot warm up for a lot of people. I know people have said in Discord that that's what they liked using as a warm up for just basic play because it forces you to hit those headshots. I've actually had fun getting back to the slower time to kill, but like if people are complaining about slow time to kill in this game, like SWAT is one way to accelerate that very, very quickly.
It's clear that people complaining about that have never played a Halo game before.
Yeah.
All right, hot take.
And that's what I think that a lot of some of the issues are coming from because you know you're playing. A lot of people are coming from Call of Duty and Apex and games like that, and you don't have objectives, or people usually just play TDM or like don't even look at those objective modes, and that now you're forced to play a game mode that you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fun.
Yeah, dude. My hot take on this is that you have too many people that have played COD and Fortnite for so long. They think you can like sneak up on people and kill them. But in Halo, there's such a potential for a skill gap, and we're already starting to see it. Is that if you sneak up on a guy, they can still reverse it because of skill.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can get away, get their shield back up, or throw a grenade off a wall and skip it across this, and still beat you. Like with COD, I feel like if you get the jump on somebody, you're pretty much toast.
Or if their buddy shows up or is just around the corner and gets an extra shot on you, that's all. That's all that this game needs to turn the tides.
Yeah.
And because Call of Duty, you walk up on 2 or 3 people, you just hold down the trigger, and you get a 3-piece real quick.
Yep. Yeah. And I feel like that skill gap is what a lot of people are going to complain about because that's Halo. Like I love that. I love that about Halo. I love that there's
it always has been.
Yeah.
Well, anybody coming over from Warzone should be like somewhat used to the longer time to kill, right? Because you got to bust shields and then get the kill still. So I mean, it's kind of similar.
Yeah,
I feel like Apex
in the corner, you know.
Yeah, but they got an LMG or something like that.
They're
corner camping
but I mean, Apex even has a longer TDK than like just a regular team deathmatch in COD, right? Because I mean, you're finding shields, you're doing all that running around and stuff to kind of get ready, but you don't just start that way, right? Right off the rip, it's probably a faster TDK in Apex than it is in Halo, and so it might be an issue for some. But that again, that's where like I've always preferred Halo over any other shooter because of the headshots. The headshots are that's what makes that's what's gonna if you win your 1v1, it's because you landed your final headshot, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be honest, right now I'm struggling. I feel like a lot of my 1v1s are not coming out the way I'm not coming out on top, and I'm just like, it's grinding my gears a little bit. But it's like it's kind of weird. You have games where like you do super well, and then you have games where it's just like. And the other thing is a lot of times I'm like, am I getting team shot? And then you can tell because it'll say you were killed by, and then it'll say assisted by, and it was like. Oh, well, I didn't even see. I didn't know I was getting clever girled right there. You know what I mean? Like,
it can.
you've got to be aware of your surroundings and where are you placing yourself, and like how aggressive are you playing. There's so many factors there. So that's the fun of it. That's the leveling up, right? We are our own final boss when it comes to multiplayer, because you've got to figure out why you're bottom fragging or why you're dying the most. And how can you improve? How can you slow down? How can you make sure you're landing those shots, or your settings just right? Like get everything dialed.
Yeah.
Well, and this game is like more forgiving too, because you're not hearing those betrayals around like all the time, because
ranked.
In ranked.
It can happen in ranked, but like it's not. Are grenades sharing damage? Like, because I don't see it happen.
I believe
still.
so. Yeah.
Well, you don't see betrayal because they give credit to the last person that shot you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why you're like literally today, my son jumped up to backslap the guy that I was putting the last shot in. So he backslapped. I hit my son right in the head, he was absolute. So I one-shotted my son. I was like, oh, super awesome. He's like, how did I die? I was like, dude, I just shot you. And then literally I watched him go absolute. I threw a butt nade and he's like, how'd I die? I was like, that was my nade. I'm sorry. That was my nade. So gotta be careful. Gotta be careful in ranked. It's not just rockets that can kill. It's
everything.
And here's the thing. Here's when you get a betrayal. You will get the kill indicator, like the red X or whatever that shows up in your crosshair, but you won't see anything in the kill feed. That's how you know you betrayed a teammate. Like I chucked a nade yesterday that got a cluster luck, but one of my teammates was they were like all punching each other. I cleared out the nest and I was like, well, that's weird. I got that red cross ahead of time. Well, because that's the betrayal. It gave them the kill.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't hear. The only time I've had a betrayal that I know was against Joel Meade with the Rockets.
No, you killed me too. You killed me with the Rockets.
I was trying to forget that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job,
I was
bro.
trying.
I want to go back to what Mule said about, he doesn't really care about the customization or the challenges and stuff. I do. I like being able to customize my character, and it's kind of part of the game for me. And if sometimes I just want to play by myself and I don't want to worry about trying to win all the time. So I like doing the challenges, and it sucks when those challenges are done. It sucks when there's no more customization. I spent probably close to $50 already in game. I bought all the samurai stuff. So if you're out there listening, just don't feel bad about spending money on this game. All right. Just know Johnny got you too. I'll probably end up spending more than you. So
I like the customization. I like the customization, but it's not like a deal breaker for me. Like I do wish we wouldn't all look the same already, but the game is still really early, so I can't really complain about it yet. Like, I think if we're sitting here like 2 months later and we all are like, where's the customization? That's when I'll start complaining about it.
Yeah.
I think part of it is that like when we were doing the flights and we were working through the battle pass, then it seemed that like, there was gonna be a ton of customization. There was gonna be a ton of helmets. There's gonna be, and like,
you want the shoulder pad?
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's what I think. It just boils down to an expectation kind of thing, right? That's what I think it ultimately is. It was like, I was expecting to see a lot more and much quicker. And what we're seeing is like even I posted a picture in our admin spot in Discord where it's like your level like 99, I don't know the exact number, but like your 99 shader looks almost identical to the very first one. It's just that you have blue lights instead of red. And it's like,
having, I mean, if you look at every other game with a battle pass, they have stuff like that just no, it doesn't matter. Like there's 2 or 3 things in the battle pass that you really want, and the rest of it is just
Fluff.
yeah, fluff.
Well, and that's the
But
thing.
I mean, that is pretty bad. And when they're selling, like when the samurai event was going on, they were selling just like solid colors, like red as a as an armor coating. That is where I mean, I understand the complaints. The swords were really cool, so I had to buy them. So
well, and the samurai event has 30 levels, but there's only like 18 things to get, so there's all this that fluff of double XP and swaps in there, which
I got a lot of swaps now.
yeah.
It's that carrot on the stick that, like, for me, I've kind of just like checked out. I'm like, all right, cool, I unlocked this. I spent $10 on the Cloud9. Like, I like the way it looks. I'm gonna rock that for a while until there's something that like really jumps out at me. But
Till they start
now,
winning.
I was watching HCS today before.
Yeah, I've been actually watching competitive.
There were a lot of people
Halo.
watching
Really
on that Sunday.
But like the two NA qualifiers have been Cloud9 and I can't think of the other.
Was it Space Station?
Not Space Station.
I was watching Optic today, and Pistola was just
it Optic? It might have been Optic. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Optic and Cloud9 both times, and it was Optic won twice. So I'm hoping as it progresses, we get to see different teams in the mix, because I don't want to watch the same teams over.
Well,
and over.
and Nade Shot, I don't know if it was doctored or not, or if it's legit coming in. Nade Shot posted 100 Thieves theme for Infinite with the armor skin and the gun and the BR skin and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, and there's that Dr. Disrespect one that he had posted. I think that one is more likely to be.
I think they confirmed that one
to be faked.
It looked really cool though.
Yeah,
I'll get it just to piss off Nick Merckx, honestly.
I'd buy that skin. So
well, he had an AI with it, so I would buy that too, just for the AI.
Yeah.
Did the guy have a mustache and everything?
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
did.
look at that.
Yeah,
It was
and a mullet. It had a mullet.
The
It was really
AI
good.
was his
It
logo,
really
pretty
good.
much.
That's amazing. I love it. That's so funny. Yeah, it's gonna get better. This is the beta, right? Like this is the beauty of them doing
We'll
a beta.
see
Is
in
we
a
can-
week.
We'll see on Wednesday or Tuesday.
Well, it's still going to be a work in progress. There's no question there,
Wednesday.
right? But like they've already made some good adjustments. But again, I don't want to focus on challenges. Like, I don't mind if they just happen while I'm playing, but like I just want to play the game and get XP for playing. And I'm not talking about completing matches. Like, I want to be rewarded if I go 22-8, right? Like that's where I want to see some XP kick in there, because it's like, yo, I did really well and I'm still only getting this amount of XP.
Yeah,
right?
what's that meme that was going around? I think Crawler posted it. It was like 22-5 with 3 caps. You get 50 XP.
50 XP.
It was 343 holding up the middle finger to you and saying, "Here's 50 XP."
Yeah. So that's what I really hope they can figure out. And I mean, honestly, I feel like, yeah, maybe they had some missteps in this, but I feel like ultimately it's a good thing that can be fixed. I think people want more variety. They want more armor sets. They want more. I mean, some of the stuff, the way they're selling it is like, it's not even interesting. Like, let me buy a tank skin that I'm going to see once a week. My boy Haas, that's what he tweeted. He's like, cool, I'll buy the skin. I'll see once a week. Right. And like that's, I don't know. I want to go into the shop daily and be like tempted. And I haven't felt all that tempted by any of it. Even some of the different stances and stuff, nothing has really piqued my interest. And I just hope there's more. I hope there's more. I mean, you go on to Fortnite and it's like, there's so many, right? And then they start.
I mean,
repeating
Fortnite's
them.
also three years in, right?
For sure. But that's the bar in a sense, right? to have
I
that.
don't know how they QA'd this progression or this monetization model, and they're like, yeah, let's not look at any other game, any other free to play shooter at all.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we're
they
gonna
did
do
look
our
at
own thing.
Fortnite to some aspect because you can buy one skin for $20 on the regular, right? They pretty much all the time Fortnite sells a
I wanted that. I
$20.
do like the Anubis skin, the one that's in the shop right now. I was excited when they announced that, like on Waypoint.
Right.
And now knowing that it's $20 to get it, that kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I just hope there's more to unlock. Like, I do think it's cool though, as we're going through, we're slowly like that last shader is the shader you start with in Reach, right? That's the color of your Spartan, So I mean that's kind of cool, but it's also the color of your Spartan as soon as you start at level 0 in this game. So it just feels like stuff's missing, or like
The game's fun. The customization and monetization is rough. Also, they need playlists. They need separate playlists.
That I'm super hopeful that that's going to be available on Wednesday, because if it's not, like, first off, there's a mode in the achievement list that we haven't seen yet. It's called Elimination, I believe, right?
Yeah, you gotta revive.
So,
there was also another mode.
Josh and I were talking. We think it's going to have maybe some like Trials of Osiris kind of vibes, or the arena stuff from Apex. Like, it's going to be get knocked down, pick somebody up, revive kind of stuff, because that's in the achievement list. So
just play matches. Like, I can't, like, just like round 1, like I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that stuff that's
in a limited time mode.
Like Breakout stuff. Breakout from 5, I had fun with Breakout. I mean, it got stale a little bit, but like that whole 5v5 with the man cannon ramps off the rip, like that was fun. It was round based stuff. Like
it was fun, but if I remember correctly, they started you with like the SMG or whatever.
Yeah,
like
it was shit weapons,
and that was like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing right now? That made it kind of rough. But I loved that whole start. Like you just launch, and it was, but Destiny kind of nailed it with Trials. I feel like Apex just kind of looked at that formula and was like, yeah, let's do it. And that's the most fun I've had playing Apex. Like that mode,
super fun.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's going to take a 3v3 kind of aspect, or if it's going to be 4-on-4 like we've been having. Like, we don't know.
I think it's 4-on-4 based on the achievement. You see 3 bodies on the ground and 1 Spartan reviving them.
Okay.
But that's strictly all I'm basing that off of. Like, that's it. So, but I mean, they showed that mode in between rounds of HCS. They show Spartans running up and reviving. So it's like, well, it's got to be close. They just got to hit the button. And maybe that's one of the things. Maybe it's a weekend thing like Trials. Maybe I kind of hope not, but I mean, at least it would be something. So
I just hope it's like has custom gear that you can earn. Like, I like that. I like a little bit of that, like showboatiness. Yeah, it's a little showboaty. Like, hey, you did well, and so you got your reward. And if you don't do well, or if you don't play the game mode, you don't get that reward. Like, stop. I don't need a trophy for everything. I don't need a trophy for participating. Like, I just want to, like, stand out a little bit. Like, I think that's what everyone's kind of wanting. You just want to stand out a little bit, That's
what Onyx gives you. They give you that charm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
that's something
that goes back to customization missteps that they've had. Like the fact that some armor skins only go on the Mark 7 or the Mark 5 or the Samurai. Like that's a mistake. That is a big mistake, that you have a color scheme. If you find a color scheme that you like, or like me, you bought $160 pair of headphones and you want to rock that skin, I can only rock the Mark 7 right now because it's not on the 5 and it's not on the Samurai.
Yeah.
That was a monetary decision to make you buy the same coating more than once.
Yeah.
But
I
like,
mean, I'm okay
MCC
too.
is so good with its customization. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it took them a
I
while
mean,
to get there.
But it's
it
free.
is segmented. It's segmented into there are certain games that allow more of it, and that's just the limitations of what the games were at the time, which we were frustrated and we were optimistic coming into this game that like, hey, once we unlock something, it's going to be on our character and we'll be able to use it wherever we want. But nope. They found a way to screw that up too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can't be mad until like maybe 2 months or 3 months down the road if we don't get much improvement. Like it's still technically a beta. So like I can't get mad at anything right now. Like the only thing that I feel like that is a little frustrating is just the objective stuff and ranked. But other than that, man, it's too early. It's too early to say like, oh my gosh, we're not gonna have customization or whatnot.
Yeah,
you know?
we're 3 weeks in.
Well, and the thing with ranked, I mean, I was Onyx in 5, but I was Onyx in SWAT. Right? So are we going to see something similar? Is there going to be a rank for Slayer? Is there going to be a ranked SWAT mode? Is there going to be
like right now you have 3 different rankings that you can have. You can have open, which is crossplay and up to 4 players together. You have solo duo mouse and keyboard, and you have solo duo controller. So everything that they are segmented.
Yeah. So here's the thing I wonder, because like it, again, I really think this is we're kind of viewing this with it's critiques, right? Like we're critiquing it. This is still something we love. We wouldn't be doing the show if we didn't love it. We still have this is still the 20th anniversary of Halo, right? This year. If they launch Blood Gulch and Hang 'em High or any other like classic maps on the 8th, like that's a whole other thing that we're like, yeah, we're focusing on the armor and the skins and stuff like that, but like, guys, they have a deep well to dig into. Like if we get Zanzibar, Beaver Creek, like there are so many maps, especially from the first 3 games, and mainly the first 3 games.
Headlong. I would love to see Headlong come back for
only the first 3 games. The other ones don't exist.
4 and 5 maps were weird. I mean, I don't remember names of any of them. Like
they weren't memorable. And no. Infinite already has like Livefire is a great stage. Like this is a great map. Most of their maps are pretty stellar. Streets, or is it called? Streets and Bazaar both have they just have that Halo 2 feel to them. They really have that turf. I believe was the Halo 2 DLC map. Like really has that bizarre feel to it. And I love it. It's like close quarters. There's not a lot of long lines of sight. You can find some if you like stand in certain spots. You're like, oh, wait a minute. I can actually shoot. I can shoot A from C if I stand on this balcony, you know, like there's some really good design decisions with these maps.
We are getting something. We know they're doing something with the Game Pass.
We're getting a weapon skin and some swaps and some double XP.
So I wonder if they're going to be implementing anything new.
I would think like old maps. I would think old maps, like some of the ones that we just listed off. If they were to come into the game, first off, it's free to play. I would hope that the maps just are there.
You have to pay for it to play on it.
No way.
No, because because I don't think they'll do that because that segments the
community, the game's
player base.
No, they got people buying $20 skins. So
yeah, I mean,
they got me buying $20 skins. We're fine.
Fine. That's what I wonder. Like, I wonder how DLC is going to look in this game because of the free to play model. I
don't think it's going to be DLC. I think it's just going to be free content drops. Like, I don't think.
We'll get maps get added in, and that's what it is.
Yeah, we'll get maps.
And they may be waiting to do new maps until the next season, which should technically be Halo 1's season, right? Like,
yeah, because this is Heroes of Reach.
Right. So that may, but even just Blood Gulch. If we just got Blood Gulch, it would just be like this movement, these weapons on Blood Gulch. Game over. Like
The
game.
Halo Infinite podcast wants you to put Blood Gulch in the game as soon as possible.
yesterday.
Yeah.
We won it there yesterday. So
Well, like we talked a little bit about crossplay. What do you guys what have you been seeing about the cheating?
Are you talking about cheaters? Talking about hackers?
yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen it that much. I think I've ran into maybe one
You
legit
play on PC,
hacker.
so
Yeah. I think I've maybe ran into like one legit hacker that was just ridiculous. Like he
I've
was
been seeing
perfecting everyone.
Yeah, I've been seeing clips that people have been posting that they've gone back into their theater or whatever and gone to that person's viewpoint because that's the closest you can get.
Yeah.
And
not everybody is hacking. All right,
true.
Like when you get just demolished, like that doesn't necessarily mean they're hacking. I know there are hackers out there.
Just means they've never touched grass.
Dude,
there was one that I
maybe
saw.
the
He was a platinum something fighting Onyxes, and he was running the table kind of deal. So like that's a little suspicious.
Yeah. I don't know. I think a lot of like console players that maybe are new to Halo, maybe kind of getting a little bit of a wake up. Like, hey, there's a skill gap in Halo. Like, I got to practice and get better. Like, I feel like COD has just trained us to think, oh, it's a hacker. You know.
I wish I could just play Slayer to practice, but
do some bot matches.
Strongholds.
That confidence up.
Like. That's what I told my son today. He was like, man, like it took me a while to get used to the sniper. And I was like, bro, jump into bot matches, set yourself invincible, set them on the hardest difficulty. So they're still shooting at you and just start taking shots. So you never have to go find the weapon. You have infinite ammo. Like it's literally the best way to practice this game. If you need practice with one, I mean, obviously it's not going to completely translate into playing against human players because their movement's going to be different, but at least to get that feel for the weapon and get that muscle memory down with that weapon, it's such a great mode. I mean, I've gone in and done that very thing just to spend time with the sniper. I'm going to do it also again here with
complete
the VR.
Challenges doing bot lobbies.
You can. Yeah, you can.
And achievements. So I think if you're those type of people, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's real quick, if you guys could just bring up something epic that's happened in a match, right? And I'll start. One of the most epic things I've done so far. One, the funniest thing is when you're in the Banshee and you're splattering people and your teammates are watching it happen.
Oh my god, yeah. When we were playing the other night, that was hilarious. I would just see
bodies just go flying. I had 3 guys line up for me as I swooped in with the Banshee, and it was just like triple kill splatter. Like I think they were just spawning. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And I mean, it's those kind of moments that you're just like, it's Halo. That's what I keep saying. Like the vehicles add so much, and they don't seem OP. I mean, if we get was it Lockout and what's the other I can't think of the other one we had in Halo 2 Anniversary with the Banshee spawns on the one ramp, and then there's 2 towers, small tower and big tower.
Ascension.
Ascension, yeah. I kept wanting to say Headlong. I think that's another Halo 2 map as well. But
yeah, that's the big team battle one.
Yeah. Like, but I mean, you guys remember those? Like, you have somebody on a Banshee, and you were just like, "Oh, we don't have rockets. There's no lock on." Like, you were just getting ruined. Where
toast, yeah.
The grapple changes all that because it's yo, if I'm the Banshee, I need to stay away, and it's much more difficult to land those shots that I need to land because you're guaranteed to get grappled if you go in close. Like it's pretty much a guarantee. So any other epic moments from you guys that you can recall?
In regards to the Banshee, like when we were playing the other night, I forget what map it was, Behemoth, I think. And all I see like in front of me is a Banshee going straight up. And then Josh is grappled onto the Banshee.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what is happening right now?
I can only imagine what that looked like from your perspective, right?
It was
because
ridiculous.
for me, it was awesome.
Ridiculous.
Like it was probably as far as you could stretch that grapple, and he's like, "Oh, I'm out," and I was like, "No, you're not out. Like you're
I'm
mine."
assuming you must have jacked him because you were flying around in the Banshee then. But
Yep. That's when I took it. But I've also had those moments where like I grapple jacked and they tried to fly away, and I just kicked them out off the map, like they weren't even over,
Mhm.
and then you just fly back and watch them fall to their death. Like it's those that the thing like in Mule you were talking about with like old friends coming back, like the aim assist with Troy. Literally the people I started playing Xbox Live with, the first people I like talked with in voice chat, and
Yeah.
they've been lifelong friends. I'm playing this game with. You
Yep.
know, we bullied one of our hosts in the Press Pause to get a Series S, and now he's loving Halo again, and he's hilarious because he hasn't played a lot of shooters, and so he's always like, I hate that guy right there, like that guy that just killed me. I have a deep hatred towards him. It's just so great.
takes it very personal.
He totally does, and it's the best thing ever. Just the
That's
best.
awesome.
So, but I mean, and you know, we even talked about the Commando, but like the DMR might eventually make its return, right? I mean, this is the
Regular
Reach.
shotgun.
Yeah.
There's so much. I think for us, a lot of us, we want to see people excited about this and stoked about it, and like we love the gameplay. Like I will be playing this game until the next one. I don't see there's no doubt in my mind about that.
Yeah.
But like Johnny
for
said, he's
sure.
like, sometimes I want to just collect the stuff, you know, like that's if I am doing the free to play, I want that carrot on the stick, even if the game is super fun. And I think it's just a sign of the times.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's been so many. I think too that Johnny, that might be your Nintendo player, and you just want to collect. You know what I'm saying?
Also, my Fortnite spending.
Yeah, all of his stimulus
All the
checks
stimmies.
went to Fortnite.
Yeah.
Now I got. Where's that money gonna go now? It's got to go into Halo. All right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I played Halo back in the day. I played all these games back in the day where you didn't really you just played the game to play the game. You didn't really. There were no carrots on the stick per se, but we're in 2021 now. Every game, like I think I said this in Discord, I'm like, you know, if I'm not working to progress something or working to unlock something, I'm gonna feel inclined to play something else. Like I'm gonna play, you know, Apex.
There's too many other things fighting for your attention.
Yeah.
See, I'm the opposite. The gameplay sucks me in. It's not the carrot dangle, it's the gameplay. You know.
And that's where I'm at with this too. Like I've just kind of been like, you know what? Like it's not gonna be the carrot on the stick isn't there right now. I play this game like I play Master Chief Collection. I played it for the fun. I played it for the fun of the game. And as I unlock stuff in MCC, I unlock stuff. I wasn't working towards it. I wasn't thinking about it. And I wonder if that's really what their thought was, that it was just like, yo, just play, right? But everybody, especially in this climate with games, they're so hungry to unlock everything. I mean, think about the way we would blow through Destiny content when we were playing that hardcore, right? Like, like Bungie might be part of the problem here because we were all like after that next piece of loot or whatever. And so
last week I was watching, I think it was last week, or it might have been even sooner, like further back than that. I was watching Lupo, Dr. Disrespect, Tim the Tatman, and Courage, I think, playing, and Tim the Tatman had paid, I don't know how much money, God knows how much money it takes to fast track the battle pass, but he went all the way through and got
$150
and got his flaming shoulders and head and all that kind of stuff, and he wanted to customize it, but they kept queuing up in the game, so he couldn't do it. And he's like, I spent all this money. He's like, I want to show off. It's like people are just they want to show off the stuff. Like that's what.
Why'd we buy Legendary Reach? So we would have the blue flame on our heads, right? I mean, I didn't care about the statue. I wanted to look like a Bungie employee because it was only Bungie employees that
we don't have like actual Legendary Edition in this game.
It's a bummer. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so hopeful for the future of this game. Like the gameplay is spot on. I hope, honestly, what I think Microsoft needs to do is they need to dump a bunch of money into artists. Like they need to, one of the things Hate from Press Pause, he was like, yo, how come if I don't get so many, like I want to get enough medals. Like if I get enough overkills, I want that to become a charm on my gun.
Mhm.
You know, like stuff like
Yeah.
that is cool. And I don't think it
I
would
mean,
be
that
that
might be
difficult
planned.
to do.
That
Could
might
be.
be planned. We don't even have a way of seeing how many medals we've earned or what medals we've received yet.
The Waypoint app or website isn't like fully operational yet.
It only
I mean,
shows you what
can
you
buy
paid for.
tiers and you can buy stuff on the Waypoint app for
You
sure.
can spend money.
You can't see your stats,
You can't
but
see
you
your
can
stats,
spend
but
money.
you can spend money.
This is a game I want to spend money on. I just want the right things there to entice me.
I want a
know, like
controller.
100%.
I want a controller to come back in stock is what I want.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Here, let's
So-
before we get going crazy, let's talk about what next week's gonna showcase. You want to do that a little bit?
I'm ready. We got 5 minutes.
So
Oh
this
my gosh.
this dropped this week and it looks
It was
beautiful.
amazing. Amazing.
So good.
Love it. This is classic Halo right here. Classic Halo marketing.
It just gets
I love the use of the grapple
Kick.
right here. It's hilarious.
Mine.
4.
I took the 8th off, man, so I'm ready to hit the campaign all freaking
I was just
day.
say I was
well,
about to take
you're
the 8th
gonna have
off,
to wait.
and
for
then
a weird
I
time
just
slot.
yeah, as I say, I waited and I took Thursday off so I can play all day Thursday and we can talk about it afterwards because it's 343 put out a worldwide release map, and because the game, like we have the game quote unquote downloaded, they are going to roll out a server update to unlock the game, kind of like how Destiny does at 10 a.m. or whatever Pacific time. So you're going to have to wait all the way till noon on your day off to play.
It's okay. I'm just gonna play multiplayer all till that
There
time.
you go.
Sounds like I need to take both days off. Is that what I'm hearing?
Actually, I took Wednesday. I'm taking Wednesday afternoon off, so I'll be playing that. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I might
hopefully
get a
don't beat
headache.
it.
I might
in
get
a
a headache
day.
on Wednesday and head home.
Yeah, you look a little sick. Everybody listening looks a little sick on Wednesday. Also, maybe just tell your boss, like John Ebo said, it's okay.
Oh, my
Yeah.
boss sees every time I sign into Xbox, so he will know exactly what I'm doing, and he'll
Oh.
probably be like, "Yo, can I join you?"
I hope there's a recap because I don't feel like
I think IGN has a
see
recap.
what Halo 5 is.
I think IGN.
I know
has
what we're doing
as a
tonight.
Halo recap.
We're finishing Halo 5 on Legendary.
my God.
Let's
we
go,
kinda-
baby.
Oh
we do
my
need to, we do
God.
need to finish that.
Y'all have fun with that.
We're like mission
right.
5 of 20.
Hey, it's all
Yeah.
right. We can do it on Legendary.
I'm excited for this open world. Like I think it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they don't have to do too much to the campaign. Just tell a decent story. The gameplay is gonna be great. I can't wait to run around. Like, I want to know what happens when you grapple a grunt. Like, can I literally pull a grunt towards me while he's screaming? Like, because that's that's all I'm gonna do. You're just gonna see my TikTok.
I just want to hold him out in front of you and run down a hall and have him be your meat shield. Like,
Yes, with his nades in his hands. Just
Oh my
wheeling.
gosh.
Oh, I
It's like
love it.
Gears of War.
Yeah.
But even this, the repulsor, like another epic thing we saw, somebody fired a rocket at me as I hit the repulsor. It would have ended our match. It was like 48-49. Their rocket would have been the double kill that they won. I repulsed it.
Return to
I
sender?
died. And my teammate, I think it was it might have been a game with Mule. I can't remember. And we won. We won 49-50 because the repulsor took care of that rocket. You know, like that.
I killed a wraith with a repulsor the other day.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
So jump in our Discord, guys. This is the one thing I've been thinking about. We need to take on the Halo Infinite podcast stream night very, very soon, where we do custom matches with the community. They can put teams 4 together and we just go for it. I also think in the very near future, we might host our own Halo tournaments. So get some
Heck
teams
yeah.
together, and
things are
start
popping off. We're
practicing.
growing. We're growing.
Mhm.
The community's growing. So
Yeah, share it with your
be
friends.
ready.
Yeah, get them in. If we've kind of become the masters of the beer league. Like we have like the Smash Bros beer league, and so if we have our own Halo beer league, like let's do it. Let's do it. We can we've already got the dude, so we basically have the dude represents, right?
I'm not old enough. I'm not old enough to drink. So
So all right. Well, we appreciate you guys listening. Do hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. The link to the Discord is in the bio. We'd love to chat with you and talk about how the battle pass is finally good since they added this skin to the
Battle Pass is perfect.
to the gun. So anyway, thanks so much for being here with us live every Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.
Please call us at your earliest convenience.
Now, show me what you